and welcome back to the adventures of Super Clairey. Today I'm just going to talk about my wedding. I think I mentioned it in the last video that I was getting married, and that was about it's just under a month ago now. Just with everything going on, I thought I would just talk through how we approached the day and just sort of how it was for us, especially as we didn't get to have a lot of people there. So I thought it'd just be interesting maybe to some people to see what we did. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is my dress. It was actually the first thing that I bought for the wedding, and I bought that back in, I think it was October 2017, which was about 3 months after we got engaged. I had done some research on Pinterest, and I had also tried on some dresses at some wedding shows that just allow you to try on some of the dresses that they have. They were both long ones, and I found that I really didn't like that style on me. And then I was just looking on Pinterest, I liked the sort of 50s style with a big skirt. And then I found a dress that I absolutely loved. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that my style inspiration for my wedding dress was Minnie Mouse. Because obviously I love Minnie Mouse. I've got Mickey on my shirt now. And yeah, so I thought I really want a polka dot dress. And then I found one that I absolutely loved. And what I did was basically went on the website, found that it was current dress, which was really lucky because sometimes dresses can only be available for a couple of months, apparently. That's what I was told at the time. Maybe that was a selling technique, I don't know. But I booked in to go and try it, and they were a bridal shop that just did that style of dress, so it was good because then I could also see a few different other ones. There was one other dress that I really loved, but it was always going to be this one basically. And then the shoes that I got, I had seen the shoes, I think it was a couple of years or the year before we got engaged. They're from Irregular Choice, so they're just a yellow glitter shoe. Josh told me to buy them at the time, and I was like, well, no, because I would want to wear them on my wedding day and we're not engaged, so why would I buy them now? And then I couldn't buy them, so ended up buying them on eBay for actually not much more than they were selling for. I think they're about the same, so that was okay. So I did have a little mishap with my dress the week of the wedding. Basically, it didn't really fit me when I had got it sent over so I got it sent over in May, but it didn't really fit me when I arrived. I tried to lose weight. I thought I had done okay, and then I had tried it on my own and obviously couldn't get it done up. So then the couple of days before the wedding, when my mum was here, I said, right, I want to try it on just to make sure that if it doesn't fit, we can find a way to do it up. And my mum couldn't get the zip up, so we just were like, oh, it doesn't fit. So we found a seamstress that my friend Alex had recommended to me from when she got married last year. And so we took it to her, and she just did the zip up straight away. So it was just no problem. It's just my mum just doesn't have the strength in her fingers, unfortunately, and we couldn't find the eye for the hook to go into because it was just some thread. So that was fine, and we got it all sorted in the end, and I was really happy with how it looked. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is our venue situation. We obviously had a venue booked originally for our wedding, and then had also moved that to a date in September. And when we realised that we weren't going to be able to have the big wedding this year anyway, we decided that we still wanted to get married. So we've moved everything to next year with all of our original suppliers, which is great, and decided that we're just happy to get married in a registry office because we just wanted to get married at the end of the day. We had tried to book with our local registry office, and they weren't really giving us very much information. Eventually I found out that they were only taking bookings or rebookings for people who had cancelled. So then we went back to our original registry office and were able to get booked in really easily with them. And I did that, well, it was all sort of within about 10 minutes of a phone call, then checked that the date was okay with all of our family, that they were happy to travel. And so yeah, that ended up being really simple. Turns out that that registry office was actually a really nice building. Then for our reception, we thought we would host it back at our house because we obviously have just moved house and haven't been able to really have anyone here. But then with the restrictions that were in place for our wedding, we could have 15 people, which was fine because we were only having 12 people, including ourselves, at the wedding. But the space that we have, although we have quite a large space in the house, we weren't really sure about being able to go out in the garden and that sort of stuff. So we ended up moving it to Josh's parents' house as they were happy to host there as well. And it just meant that when we were in the garden there was a lot more space for everyone, just in case anyone was uncomfortable with being close together. So although obviously we're disappointed that we still haven't been able to host anything in our house, it was really nice to have that in a space and also be able to then not have the stress of decorating here and everything and all that kind of stuff. So that moves us on nicely to our decorations and flowers. With the decorations, I really wasn't sure what I wanted, and because everything had come up so quickly, it was about 7 or 8 weeks that we ended up organising the wedding, or I don't know, but it all came around very quickly and I was very focused on getting our house ready for guests to stay and just make sure that we had everything that we needed in the house basically. So I didn't really think about decorations, and then sort of the week before I was like, oh, we probably should have something. So I ended up just buying a decoration pack from the range and something from Tesco's as well. It was just sort of bunting, you know, paper decorations and that sort of stuff. But Josh's mum, she did so much. I think she loves doing all this kind of stuff and she really threw herself into it. We had these lovely balloons. So this is nearly 4 weeks later and these balloons are pretty much still going. Yeah, and then so she also made some beautiful mason jar with some flowers in and lights, and then the back garden was decorated lovely with bunting and all this kind of stuff. It was really, really nice, especially as I hadn't really thought about it. Well, I had, but I don't know. I think the stress of everything really got to me and everything felt last minute, so I just thought it doesn't matter that much, so we'll just leave it. So that was really nice, and it was a really nice surprise because I wasn't really expecting that when we arrived at the house after the wedding, so that was lovely. And then my 4 flowers, obviously I didn't have all of my bridesmaids this time. I just decided that they couldn't all be there, so we didn't need to worry about everyone dressing up and all that kind of stuff. So I just did my own bouquet. Josh's mum again bought me some flowers because she knew that I wanted to make my own bouquet, and I just sort of put it all together. I'd done a flower arranging course before. I say course, it was a day, but it was really good and really helpful, and I've done a little bit of practice at home as well, so did that the day before and I was really happy. I had to redo it a few times just to make sure that I got the look right, but I was really happy with how it turned out in the end. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our food for the day. For our sort of big wedding, we're still having the same caterers who are called On the Hoof, and they're our family friends of Josh's mum, Josh's parents. But they do this amazing, they've got amazing smoker, and so we were going to have a nice like American style barbecue. They actually went out to Texas and learned all the proper techniques of how to do proper Texan barbecue, and it is incredible food. Like, we've had it many times and they're just such lovely people, so we're really gutted that we couldn't have them. As it was still sort of summer, we were actually lucky to have a really nice day, but we decided that we still wanted to have like a barbecue. It's sort of easy food to prepare on the day, so we just had barbecue and salad bits basically. We got a pork belly joint and did a rub on it, and we slow cooked it, and that turned out really nice. Just got some burgers and all that kind of stuff. Again, Josh's mum helped me a lot with the food. My mum helped me prepare some of the food here as well. So yeah, it was just sort of very simple, you know. We weren't really looking for anything extravagant. It would have been nice to maybe go to a restaurant, but we didn't want to risk it getting cancelled with any restrictions being changed, so we just decided that that would be best for us, and it was delicious. And then the other important thing for a wedding day is the cake. It's something that we were never really that bothered about, and Josh's mum again had volunteered to make it for us. She again made the cake for us. It was just one tier because there's only going to be a few of us. There's no point in making a massive cake. And again, it was yummy. I have got some cake toppers that I had bought online, again probably about 3 years ago. I really wanted, obviously there's lots of Disney influences as part of the wedding because, hello, but we didn't want to have like a really Disney cake or anything like that, but I just found these cake toppers and I just thought they were so cute. And they were actually from Hong Kong Disneyland, so they were our cake toppers. Yeah, and it just looks so cute. So then just the last section of the video is just sort of miscellaneous details on the day. Because the day was obviously a lot smaller than we had originally planned and maybe didn't feel as special, my dad basically said, let's get a wedding car. Because me and Josh were like, we'll just drive. We don't care. But no, my dad was like, oh yeah, no, let's get a wedding car, and so then we can go up, you know, properly and do all of that, because we weren't going to do that before. I won't say what we're going to do because I don't know if we'll be able to do that next year, so fingers crossed. But so yeah, I found it was a Rolls Royce Silver Cloud, which was sort of, I think it was a 50s car, 50s, 60s kind of looking car anyway, and I thought that was really nice and went with the vintage style of the dress and all of that. Unfortunately, I got a call about 3 or 4 days before the wedding saying that car was then out of commission because I think the brakes weren't working, so you know, probably a good thing. And they offered a different car, basically whatever I wanted from their selection, and there was one that was sort of a similar style. Don't know exactly what it was, I just know that it was a Bentley, but it didn't look too different and it was really nice. That was a car from the 1940s. That's the only details I really know. Yeah, so that was really nice. I wouldn't do it again, but only because I think that our driver was just a bit too chatty. And I don't mind chatty, but he just kept talking to my dad about football, and I was like, really? And although my dad tried to gear him away from the conversation, he just come back to it, and I was like, you know, this is my wedding day, not my dad's wedding day. So and then again it was the same on the way back, so that kind of ruined it slightly for me, but it was nice to do it, but we won't be doing it again, obviously. So again, then my dad said, oh, would you like to stay in a hotel for the night? And I'm really glad that we did, actually, because it was really nice to have the space after the day just to relax. So we ended up staying in a hotel that's not too far from us called Canal Court in Newry. Again, that was really nice. We had been there before for a spa day and really enjoyed it, but it's just a very dated hotel now. It is a 4-star hotel, but everything, it just needs an update, and it would be really nice. So although it was really nice to do it again, we wouldn't stay there again, but you know, it was lovely. It was lovely to end the day with that. Another part of the day was that we decided to have some pictures taken on the day in a local park, which was Antrim Castle Gardens. I sort of knew that it was local, and I had looked at pictures online and was like, yeah, that will do. And then I'm just going to talk about my lovely husband Josh, because although the day was, obviously it's such a special day, it really didn't feel like a wedding day. I don't know if it was because of everything that is going on this year, I just never really expected it to actually happen, or whether that's just how you feel on your wedding day. It is very hard feeling to describe. I think I just thought it would feel so, I don't know how I thought it would feel. It's really hard to describe. I think it wasn't until I got to the registry office that I really, we were about 2 minutes away from the registry office, and it really hit me that we were getting married. Yeah, and then I was very nervous the whole car ride, which was about an hour, so and just hoped that the weather was good, and it was a gorgeous day. It was really lovely. So we went there afterwards, we had a little walk around, found some flowers and had some pictures taken there. So that was really nice, because otherwise we wouldn't have really got to take pictures. When we got back to Banbridge, it was just really cold and the weather had just gone, so it was really lucky that we got to do that there. But I think Josh knew how stressed I was trying to get the wedding sorted. I'd already basically planned the whole thing for July. I'm not taking credit for something that Josh did. And he and I think he would tell you that. But he was amazing. I feel really guilty, but he was just amazing. So after we had got married and then we were on our way to get our pictures taken, Josh told me that he had a special message from someone, and he told me that we're getting a kitten. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But that was just like I really wasn't expecting that. We've been talking about, you know, what pets we want and all that kind of stuff, and I've been saying that I want to get a cat because I would love to get a dog, but it's just not, it just wouldn't be right for us right now. You know, I was like, oh, maybe we'll get one for Christmas or something like that. And so yeah, he surprised me with a kitten. So we haven't got her yet. Hopefully we're getting her in the next couple of weeks. So I'm so excited about that. And then not only that, is Josh was amazing and he got me a KitchenAid. I have wanted one for so long, and I am turning 30 next year, and I thought that'd be a nice 30th birthday present from like several people because I know how expensive they are. And Josh got me a KitchenAid, so that was amazing. And so, you know, obviously was like, oh, I'm going to be the most amazing husband in the world for one day. No, I'm joking. But it was just really unexpected, and I was just like, oh my god, because I had thought I would get him. I knew what I wanted to get him for when we were having the big wedding, and then it just didn't occur to me to do it for this. I think I just had so much on my mind running up to the wedding that it just completely slipped away. So, but we are sorting out something for Josh, so don't worry about that. So overall, it was a really lovely day. It was really nice to finally see my family and have them here and get to spend time with them, and spending time with Josh's family as well. It was really nice day, and I'm so happy that we did it, especially as all of the restrictions changed the Monday after we got married. So we were so lucky to get married when we did, and obviously they keep changing again. They have changed again today, unfortunately. We had actually booked to go out for dinner on the weekend to sort of celebrate being married for a month, and then today it was announced that basically all the restaurants are having to close again. So again, disappointing, but hey, that's 2020. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and all the lovely photos. Oh, I forgot to say thank you so much to Jordan and Paola for taking our photos on the day. They are gorgeous. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.